everyone, welcome to another episode and welcome to the tiny house. We are here in New Jersey and I have some very exciting news for you guys today. This tiny house is getting renovated this summer. I hate having this wonderful structure unable to live in. The whole point of having a tiny house is to have stability in housing, is to know that like whatever life throws at you, you have a place to live. Even if it's on the side of the road, even if it's in your mom's backyard, you have somewhere to live. Not having the ability to live in this house is a complete waste of resources because it's perfectly fine. There are some changes that need to be made for me to be able to live in it. As of right now, it's not up to snuff for me to live in. I would not feel comfortable living in it. And I'm gonna take you through and show you why. But I'm just very excited to be able to finally get a chance to renovate it. Now, as many of you know, I built this myself. I had help with the outside. I could not have done it without my dear friend, Don, who has since passed. He is the one who helped me with the outside of the house. Thank God for him. However, I built the whole interior by myself. And I think I did a really great job and I'm really proud of my work. However, there are some things that went wrong because I was not an experienced builder and really had no business building a house. I think it's a really great rite of passage for everybody to swing a hammer and build something on their own. And it was really helpful for me in my levels of confidence to grow, to be able to build my house, to be able to walk into a Home Depot and know what I want and get something. However, when you don't really know what you're doing, things go wrong. I've had issues with my propane because I did the propane by myself. I've had issues with plumbing because I did plumbing by myself. I've had issues with all kinds of stuff. Drainage, plumbing, toilet, all those things that I did by myself that truly I had no business doing. I did have issues with. The only thing I didn't have issues with were electrical because I didn't do them myself. So this time, I'm not gonna waste my time renovating myself. To me, I just don't want to do it. I don't have the time, I don't have the space, I don't have the tools anymore. Somehow all of my tools are gone. I am just ready to have someone else do it. So my dear friend Josh is coming in from Oregon. He lives in an ambulance. He will be here and he will start construction August 1st. So it is now April. I have plenty of time to get this house ready for him to come in. However, the season is about to start in Provincetown where I work. So I am taking this opportunity while I'm here now to clean this whole structure out and get it ready for him. I'm going to use this time to have all my 3D models made, to get all my materials together and make little palettes for him to know what tiles and materials we're using. I can get all my plans ready so that when he gets here, everything is ready to go. He knows what he's doing and it can go fairly quickly. Obviously, with all construction, there will be bumps in the road, but I'm trying to eliminate as much as possible by getting everything ready ahead of time. So I'm gonna take you inside, give you a before, show you what it looks like right now. Andrew has been here within the last week and he cleaned out all of his stuff. So you and I are gonna see it for the first time. I did take a quick look and I feel like he might have taken more art than was his, but we're just gonna move on from that for now. And then I will go in and show you how things are going to be different. And I'll take you through my design process, the 3D models, the textiles, all the kind of stuff we're gonna be using. So without further ado, let's take a look inside. So when you walk in the front door, you're just in the main area of the house. We have the stairs to my left, and they are 12 by 12 blocks. So this whole area takes up 2 square feet. I really like this design. But I'm gonna get all new stairs to be able to get up into the loft because these are pretty difficult to get up and down. It was a great idea, but things need to change for the future. Over here we have the couch and this is gone. This is a gross mattress and I'm getting rid of it. This is mainly where Andrew slept. He almost never slept up there with me. So this is gonna be gone. We had storage underneath. They were used for linens, shoes, papers, my sewing materials, yarn, things like that. There's a ton of space under this because it's a true twin size bed as a couch. And I'll be using these same dimensions for the next couch, but it will be in a different location, which I'll tell you about soon. Here we have the pony wall, and I had a little storage in here, but it was always disorganized. It never looked good, and it's just like this was all a great idea. In theory was great, and in practice just never worked out. Like I didn't do a very good job with the tile up here, so it's just time to move on. As we come further back, we have our kitchen area. The kitchen will be in the same general place, however, it will be longer. These, I know we all love my countertop, my beautiful countertop, but unfortunately it's time for the countertop to go. It's time to start something new. I have some new fun ideas that I can't wait to DIY, but I'm no longer tied to this color scheme in here, which is like blues and cool tones. I'm no longer into the cool tones. We're moving on. The floor is like this gray. I don't like the gray. It's time to move on. Not about it. I'm so proud of these cabinets. I took them out of an apartment in New York City. I forget where it was. I thought it was Washington Heights, but it wasn't. I don't remember going all the way to Washington Heights. I don't remember where I got them out of, but I ripped them out of a house and I took them and I drove them home and I put them in here. And so they're original 1960 Kitchen of the Future cabinets, and they're gorgeous and I love them. I love the patina, but they are not, it's no longer working for me. It's time to do something different because this no longer works. It's shelves instead of drawers. It's odd sized drawers because they're not up to like today's standards, so it's hard to get shelf dividers in there. It's just like not working anymore, and I'm not gonna fight with it. Over here we have like a shoe rack, and that's not happening anymore either. I'll take you through the design. It's gonna be a really cool design. Okay, let's come in a little further. As you come in into the kitchen space, I have this above the kitchen storage that folds down like this, and it's tons of space for teas, coffees, things like that. These will be staying, but they will be updated to be a little bit more seamless in the ceiling. I'll have him adjust those as we go. But I still really like this use of storage. Basically, I'm using the storage in between the floor joists of the loft. So it's a really good way to use that space that otherwise would just be dead space. And truly, like, because it's just one open space, I wasn't really concerned about like insulation in any way because there's no need for like a sound barrier. So this was just dead space and I'm happy to be able to use it. Over here, I have the electrical box up top, a drawer that is literally not attached. Never has been, so that's going. I have a toaster oven / oven that again is broken, and I'm gonna want to switch this one out anyway. I really like it. It's a Bravo. However, I want one that has an air fryer function now. So, and that will be moved to a new location, which I'll tell you in a little bit. Here's the fridge, new fridge. We're doing a whole new fridge. This is like 4 or 5 cubic feet. I'm gonna have like 10 cubic feet, so it's gonna be huge. In here, we have the pantry. It's a great use of space. You can store a lot in this pantry. But this door is like really flip-floppily. And so we're gonna change that up a little bit too. That's going. All of these like DIYs that I like lived with for so long, I'm not doing anymore. Like we're getting rid of them. We're starting over. Now moving on to this. This is my clothes closet. And one of the issues that Andrew and I always had was when I built this house, I built it for me and I only had one closet because it was just for me. So he never had a place to store his clothes, which I will show you what that looked like later. But you know, it was something we always wanted to fix. What's cool about the clothes closet though is the way I designed it. I'm not sure what we're keeping, what we're not, but when you open the door, it can open just like a regular door and you can access all the clothes in here. But this door can also open this way. And then you're blocked, so if you wanted to get changed back here and people are over, it's not a big deal. you don't have to worry about like not having a place to change, because in such a tiny space, especially when you have 2 huge doors, like people can see into what you're doing. So you can always put this up and then you never have to worry about that. So this idea will still stay the same, but things about it will be different. Underneath the closet and the fridge, I had where all my batteries and my solar equipment was. That's gonna stay there, but I'm not sure if we're upgrading or not. I'd like to upgrade at some point. I don't know that this is the time to upgrade, but something will be upgraded at some point. And I'm looking around now and realizing he took all of our shit. Oh, that does not make me happy. Whatever. Anyway, then we move into the bathroom, and you really can't see very much, so I'll do some close-ups. But the bathroom things are definitely going to change. It's a tiny space. This is our hamper, and it's going. Right now we have this window that doesn't even open. Oh, it's closed. Right now we have a window that leads onto a greenhouse. So I had this like greenhouse area out there that I had all these ideas for like making into a greenhouse. But then in practice, I never really made it a greenhouse. So I'm going to take this out and just make a flat wall. And then we're going to build out onto the greenhouse and close that whole area in. So that's where the sink is going to go, and like the mirror and behind the mirror storage, things like that. So we basically have a built-in countertop, and then you'll be able to access the storage underneath inside. And again, it'll be the hamper storage, and I can always go outside and grab it. On this side, I have some built-ins that Andrew just like quick built that are not good. That's going away, and we're putting in a composting toilet, a nice one that I buy. See, here's the thing. Every time that I was building my house, I refused to buy a toilet because I was like, they're so expensive. We can just DIY one, blah, blah, blah. And then I would DIY them, and they would turn out terribly, or they would leak, or they would smell. And I'm just like, listen, I'm not dealing with it anymore. I'm going to buy the freaking $1,000 toilet, and I'm going to be done with it. So I'm going to go with a separate. That's the one I've liked. It's the one I've used. That's the one I've like always dreamed about. So we're getting the separate. It's going right here. And then on this side is the shower. It has not been a working shower in a long time, so I'm really excited to have a working shower once again. I have all my tile picked out. And then I have this really beautiful pocket door. Let me see if I can get it out. It's kind of jammed in here. This is the bathroom pocket door. It's not attached to anything. I'm gonna have Josh fix it up so it works again and is really pretty. Or we're just gonna get a new door. I don't know. I'd love to use it, but again, like if it doesn't go with what we're doing, whatever, it's not a big deal. So that's that on this floor. Let's take you upstairs. Up there you can see that we have that storage unit, that little cube unit. That's hideous and ugly and it's going, but that's where Andrew stored his clothes because we didn't have any other storage. Then we had a queen size bed up there. I'm probably gonna leave a queen size bed, but I have contemplated going back to a full size bed because I find them to be fine for just me. It's not impossible to get up here, especially for me. It's totally fine, but it is a little bit difficult for other people. So this, if you can't see it because the fan's there. Fan's gonna be changed out for a different light fixture. Another fan would be great, but I'm gonna find the right one. This was a tie for a rope, and I will keep this because I think I'm gonna get a hammock chair. We have a skylight over here. This is a venting skylight. It's awesome. It's a special kind of skylight that is not a clear pane of glass. It's translucent, so the sunlight diffuses when it comes in and doesn't create a hot spot. It just creates more light, but then it is able to vent and open and let a lot of breeze in. It's a really nice feature to have. I love that skylight. I'm gonna dress it up, make it look a little bit better, but we're keeping the skylight. So there's 2 boxes here. Both boxes are going. I don't know. Sometimes I think I really truly only need a full-size bed. So I might switch this out for a full-size bed. I know for a fact that there's mold under this bed. I'm pretty sure. I have some laminate flooring up here, and this laminate flooring is not good to put your bed right on top of because it's basically just plastic. So laminate flooring is going. And the windows up here, everything's obviously going to stay the same, but I am going to put in a new ceiling. The ceiling is, I'm super proud of this ceiling because it was reclaimed metal sheets from an old barn. I love it. It's the outside of my house. It's also the ceiling, and I really love it. I think it's a really cool look, and I loved it as a ceiling. However, it's not the look I'm going for anymore. Like you see, I have pink, and then this metal, and then the blue, and like it's all very cool tone except for this, and this is like strawberry milk. Like I don't like this color. It's time to like switch it out for something that's more warm and more my aesthetic now. It's also like more of a classic look. Like that's what I'm excited for. I'm probably gonna put some sort of divider from like the middle over, so there's something to divide, but you can still like you can see I can still sit up here. I like to be able to sit up here and like chat with people who are like gonna be sitting on the couch or whatever. Like it's additional seating, so I don't want the divider to come all the way over. I just kind of want it to be like from here over. So I think that's gonna be really cool. Just kind of divide up the space a little. That's that up here. New window treatments. I want to put carpet up here instead of this flooring, which will be really cool, really comfy. This bed might not be salvageable anyway. Like I was talking about putting in a full-size bed. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep this bed anyway because I'm pretty sure it's molded. I have to pull it down and find out how badly it's molded. But basically, I just don't even see the need for a bed this big up here anyway. It's just going to be me. And like going forward, I don't see myself moving into this space with another person, maybe temporarily, maybe for a vacation, but like not our full-time living arrangement. Like the future is not this tiny house. Like I did that before and I'm not doing it again. So this is strictly for me or like a vacation home. With my plan for the couch, there's going to be no need for a bigger bed up here. So I think it'll make most sense if I go with a smaller bed, but that's still TBD. Oh, we have to talk about the loft behind you. So, and here's the thing, getting down from these stairs is always so difficult. Like you basically, I built this loft for my height, so this is fine for me, but I'm also 5'4". I'm a short person. So Andrew is 6 foot. He's not even that tall, and it was really difficult for him to get up and down. So this is what I have to do, and it works for me. But like, I wish I would have done a different roof line now, having used this a bunch. And like going forward, the stairs will be, so this one almost still has to be like a 12-foot block. So basically I have to get down like this. Down. And then there's nothing to hold on to. And then down like this. But it would be helpful if there was something to hold on to. But if we make a 12-foot block, I don't know. I'm nervous about these stairs. I'm nervous that my idea for these stairs are not going to quite work. That's okay. We'll figure it out. So up there is the mini loft. It's above the doorway, and it's a great storage loft. It has those drawers that are in the floor joists, using all that dead space, which is great for storage. However, I no longer have need for a mini loft. It just is not necessary. So the mini loft's going away. And then I'm going to take you through how things are going to change and show you my 3D model as well as I'm showing you physically what it looks like.